am well and I am living, and that is all I need to worry about. Joy comes in the morning. Happiness is within yourself. Happiness is what you make of every situation, everything. And no matter what you're facing today, I want you to know that you are a blessing, that you can fight anything, that you are a warrior, that you are triumphant, that you are glorious, that you are a good person. No matter what people try to think about you, no matter what people try to say about you, you are great. You know who you are. You know how, fun loving you are, how, just how you go about your day, guys. And you just need to live with that. You need to be happy with that. I'm out here today, guys. Like I said, I always have something to do as a mother, as a wife. So I'm out here right now picking up my son. But I just sit here and I think about how blessed I am. Going through social media and you see the war happening and, you know, people being sick and people just going through. And you just think to yourself, thank God that I have what I have, that I'm healthy, I'm well, and I pray for those who are going through something because I know it's not easy. One time I was on the other end, guys, and I used to think to myself all the time, God, how am I going to make it through? How am I going to get through this tough time? Because you always think to yourself sometimes because you're human. Am I going to make it through this? Am I going to get through this? Am I going to wake up to see tomorrow? You know, what does God have in store for me? What does life have in store for me? So, guys, you just got to hold on. You just got to believe. You still have to have faith. And that is so important. So I want you all out there to know that, I'm praying for each and every one of you. I pray for the world. I pray for the nation each and every day. And I know things still happen, but things have to happen, guys. This is part of living in the world that God created us to be in. And, sometimes I used to think to myself, why did God put me here? Why am I in this, like I said, part of the world? Why am I in this certain family? It's so many whys and questions. But you just never know. You just have to live out your day and just be grateful. And I am very grateful, guys. Hello for you all that's coming in. I am doing well. I am doing well. Thank you, Taylor. I appreciate you. Thank you, Gilson. I appreciate you. Hello to you. I'm doing well, guys. Don't worry. I just got this do-rag on my hair because I have a date night tonight with my hubby, and I am so just happy about that, guys. I don't always get to go out with my husband. Some days are a little bit rougher than others, because we have kids, but I'm grateful to my daughter that she's able to watch them so we can have time to ourselves. Because for a long time, like I said, living away from family, you don't get that. So I'm going to go home and beautify myself up, put a little lip shine on, put a little blush in my cheeks, and make a good night of it. Because I am just so blessed, y'all. You don't even understand. I was just saying, you know, just how happy people should just be just for getting up and just doing the little things. It doesn't even matter what the big things are. The little things are what matters most. Hi, Bacon. How are you? Welcome in. Guys, I love to read the different names, because that's part of having a creative mind. You pick that name that you have on social media. And like I said, some of them are so creative. And, it's a blessing to have a name. It's a blessing to have an identity. So welcome on. Welcome to my channel, Single to Mrs. Guys, like I said, yes, I talk about God, guys. But that is my go-to. He is my go-to. He is number one in my life. But I also talk about other things, and I wish that people would hold on and just hear a message. Sometimes when people hear the name God or Jesus, they stray quickly. But you don't need to stray because you never know when there's a message in there for you. So don't be so quick to jump off because, like I said, joy comes in the morning. Blessings are guaranteed. You know, life is not certain here on earth, but if you stick with Jesus, you stick with God, you're guaranteed to have everlasting life. So that's a bonus right there. You should look at that and be happy and ready with everything that's going on in the world, guys. We don't have time to turn on each other. It's all love. It's all, happiness. And that's what we should have. Welcome on here. I'm just chit chatting. I just said that, I'm waiting on get my son out of school. Guys, I look forward to seeing his little face each and every day. And no, he's not my only child, but I just be happy. I'm just grateful that I have him. Because, like I said, sometimes my husband travels and, I'm like, oh man, what am I going to do now? But, I have my little man and he's like my little center of attention when my husband is away. And I'm happy that he's there because, like I said, sometimes your children can give you reasoning that you can't give yourself. They can help calm you down, give you that light of laughter, give you that joy, give you that laugh that you need. Welcome on, Karen. How you doing? Hey. Guys, like I said, it's just a good feeling. Happy Friday to you all. If you didn't see my video that I made today, happy Friday. God bless you all. I wish nothing but goodness for you all. Come and receive a message, a blessing today. I feel like there's somebody out there that's a little sad about something. But don't be sad because, like I said, you never know what's in store. You never know what's behind that door. And sometimes we got to take that leap of faith. Tomorrow is not promised. No, it's not. But just take that leap of faith and hold on. And, I was just chatting today on my TikTok channel, and I was talking to people about, just, not settling. Don't play house so much, guys. Don't allow somebody to hold you back because they have fears. When other people have fears and you're dealing with them, they can instill fear in you. And you don't want that because you want to grow and prosper in your life. Doesn't mean they want to do the same thing. So you just need to keep moving forward. If somebody doesn't want what you want, it's okay. But you got to let them know your time is up. I got to go. I got to keep moving. You can't stand in one spot because of fear. Fear will hold you back from so many things. And like I share with people all the time, I have a testimony of, I remember being with somebody for 13 years. And guys, and when it was time to leave, I was afraid, but God did something triumphant in my life where it pushed me away from that person because I wouldn't do it on my own. And then when he pushed me, I got pushed in the arms of an angel, of a blessing, and that was my husband, because it was something that I wanted in that other person, but they wasn't ready. But I knew what my heart wanted. I knew what my soul desired. And so I got with my husband, and that was all good. Yes. So, like I said, whatever it is that you want to do, do it. Be happy with it. You have to be happy with the decisions that you make at the end of the day, because you never want to say, I wish I would have, or have any doubt. You got to live life to the fullest, guys, but just be smart about how you're living life. Don't go out there and do nothing crazy and dangerous, but if it's a trip, if it's a job, it's whatever like that, do it. If it's a relationship that you want to pursue with somebody, do it. I'm pushing you. I'm telling you right now, go for it. Because it's so much love out here. It's still love out here, guys, no matter what we're facing. The people try to separate us, but you can't allow others to separate you from what you know that is right in your heart and your mind and what makes you happy. Don't allow others to try to make you turn your cheek or to make you angry or vicious or evil toward others when you know in your heart what's the right thing to do. I was raised to love everybody, no matter what the situation might be. Yes, some people are going to piss you off. Some people are going to hurt you. But you know what? Some people have to do that for a reason, for you to grow and prosper. So just keep moving in the right direction, guys. You got this. Make sure that you're on here. Give me a thumbs up in the corner, or tap on the screen, one or the other. Just to let me know that you enjoy my video, that you're watching, that you're here with me. I have 2 people on here right now. I appreciate you. I just see sometimes, I'm out and I see people walking and I'm like, I'm grateful that I got a vehicle, because some people don't even have that. Or I'm grateful that, I have a family, because some people don't have that. So like I said, just be grateful for the things that you have and don't worry about the other things, because it will come. If you pray about it, it will come. It will fall full circle. It will come full circle. Your pieces to your puzzle will come when it is time. And you're never going to run out of that. Because like I said, you just got to keep pushing, pushing, pushing. Who out here is happy that it's Friday? I am. I am. I'm happy that it's the weekend. I am very grateful. Amen, amen, amen. Come on in and give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you heard my message. Let me know that you watch me. You know, you don't have to be on here and be silent. I'm not one of those people. I don't judge people a lot. If you have questions, come on in and ask me a question. Happy Friday to you, Si. You know, it's just a wonderful thing. I'm just a happy-go-lucky person. You know, I learned a long time ago, because people judge me, I don't have time to judge others. Because I know what it feels like to be on the other end. I know what it feels like to be hurt and sad. So I just try to push people and like, hey, hang in there. It's going to be all good. You know, you're going to make the best of it. You're going to get through it. If it's a good situation or a bad situation, you are going to keep pushing. You're going to get through it. You're going to get over that rainbow. And you know, and there's going to be that pot of gold at the end of that rainbow just for you. And it's all for you. You don't have to share it with nobody. You don't have to split it with nobody. It is just for you guys. I appreciate you all out there. I love you all. God bless you all. And I just had to jump on my live really quick just to, just to touch somebody, just to show my face and say, hey, I'm still here. Just to let you know that no matter what, things are. Sorry about that, guys. You know, when you're on the phone, spam always wants to try to interrupt. I rebuke that because I don't owe anything to anybody. Woo! I'm so grateful to that. And I'm not bragging at all, guys, but y'all don't even know. Back in the day, I remember telling people calling me and trying to trick me and say, oh, you owe this and you owe that. And I'd be like, oh, God, I know, you know, I got bills to pay, and I was always stressed out, guys. But I thank God the situation I am in right now, I don't have to worry about that. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. So you have a great day as well. You know, so I'm just trying to touch on and let y'all know what that song is. Don't worry, be happy. Do, 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 do. If you can play it today, get on your radios and play it and dance and just rejoice. All right, guys, I gotta go. My little man is coming, and I have to be a mommy now to see how my little man's day went, because that's the kind of parent I am. All right, I love y'all. God bless y'all, and I'll see you later. Bye.